Welcome to the fourth part of a playthrough series for Lanzerath Ridge Battle of the Bulge from Dan Verson Games. This is volume 4 in the Valiant Defense series and deals with the Battle of the Bulge outside of the town of Lanzerath on the 16th of December, or the first day of the Battle of the Bulge. This INR platoon got caught on this area and came up against Fallschirmjägers, advancing upon them as a part of that operation, and they held out trying to defend and keep the advancing armies at bay. So here we are in the fourth and final period of the attacks, which all happened during that same day, early morning, early afternoon, late afternoon, and now into the early evening. And the fourth and final assault phase, the defenders are going to get a couple of additional actions. One is called deny. They can take a minor action. They have to be in a combat position with a weapon like the machine guns or the vehicles. They can take the deny action, and those go onto this card, deny equipment. If you get all 6 of those on there, you're going to gain 3 VP. You can also do withdraw, which somebody who withdraws needs to be in the 3 position, combat position up there, and they can't be C squad. They take the withdraw action and it puts them on this card, and you can get 2 VP after you get 2. Members of C squad cannot do that, so you have to be kind of choosy with how it happens and who does it. We'll see if we can get this done. We'll see how this goes. So anyway, let's just go ahead and get started. You can see I have tried to move my guys to the flanks to defend those flanks a little bit more, because they start coming up on these flanks a little more heavily than they do or have in the other rounds. So let's go ahead and just start with the first couple of cards. So we're going to place a leader on position number 3. Position 3, we move this guy up, and that fence token is going to come off because a leader's on that track and they're adjacent. All right, we're going to place a grenadier on track number 1. One triangle, which is all the way over here on the right. And this is going to be a pattern. They're going to kind of move up on this one pretty quickly. I'm going to have to get that under control. And then a grenadier is going to roll for 1 through 6 on the brown tokens. We roll 5. So that's this one. The rifleman's going to move up, and we put that guy there. So there's the first 3 assault cards. Let's go ahead and start with our actions. Sorry, this rifleman got kind of pushed out of the way. So I need to kind of control these areas, and I need to start making some progress on denying this equipment. So I'm going to go ahead and move Fort up in here. That's for free. And the good thing is deny is a minor action, so he can do that and not have to not do anything, not have to exhaust. I'm going to move Balk over here, and I'm going to move Springer in the middle. So that's their actions. Move doesn't exhaust, remember? So on the right side, I'm going to go ahead and do Khalil. I'm going to flip him over. He has a D8 plus a D8 from Redmond, who is his same squad and has an Inspire action. So that will give me 2D8, and I have to roll a 4. So I rolled a 5, thank heavens, for 2 dice. So I hit that guy, he comes off. One more action. I think, boy, it makes me a little nervous that there's nobody in the middle really doing anything good. Okay, well, what do I want to do? That's not going to happen. You really feel like, man, I just can't afford to do that. Sure I can. Let's do Milosevic. I'm going to turn him over. I'm only going to fire 2, so I can do that one more time. So I'm going to discard 1 at a time. That's going to give me 2d10. I'm going to fire at this rifleman here up against that fence. Rolled a double 2, so I'm going to discard the final one and roll at that guy again. Good gravy. So I do hit then that guy and take him out, but what a missed opportunity. I could go ahead and do one more. I'm not sure that's going to benefit me any, so I think I'm just going to stop there. All right, next, we're going to place a submachine gunner on the 1 track. So you saw last turn I did get one of the guys off there. That helps. Place 1 on the 1 hexagon track, a grenadier. So now they're going to start piling in on that. And then we're going to place a leader on brown 1, which is right here. So that's going to remove that fence anytime those leaders are there. So that's that turn. Let's go ahead and gather up our action tokens. Okay. So first action, with Fort, I'm going to do deny equipment. So this is going to move over. The radio Jeep is going to move over. It does not exhaust him. That's a minor action. So he's going to keep kind of moving that way, trying to get those out, and then he might also go ahead and withdraw as well. I did the deny, now the withdraw. So I need to really clean these guys up. So I'm going to go ahead with Gaki. I'm going to unexhaust Khalil. Then I'm going to exhaust Khalil to take another shot at that rifleman with 2d8. I rolled a 5. Thank heavens for 2 dice, because the other one was a 1. That makes me feel better. I want to try to maybe do something here. So let's go ahead and flip this guy over who has a D8, and Bauk is going to inspire him because Bauk has a red banner behind his inspire. 2d8, I'm going to try to go against this rifleman. I got a 6 and a 2, I needed a 4. Got it. I have one more action. What is it that I want to do? Man. One, two, three. So he's going to flip those guys over. Probably going to need that. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to flip over this machine gunner. I'm going to use both of these ammo. I'm going to do one at a time, though. So he's going to get a D10. Nobody's inspiring him, needing a 4. Missed. I'm going to use the other ammo to try and get that guy a 5. If I'd missed there, I think that was going to really spell some doom. So that's all 5 of my actions. Did all right. Still a little bit worried about here, but I have cleaned off at least one. We're going to place a grenadier on that 1 triangle track. Keep hitting the camera, I apologize. We're going to place a submachine gunner on that same track, and that's starting to spell a little bit of disaster. Because remember, once I get into that black position with an assault counter, these guys cannot target them. And the difficult thing is now I got to move up there, and that's gonna be hard. But I do have a booby trap remaining up there, and I can still pick off guys behind them, and that will stop the movement. So I got to remember that. Here's a rifleman. I'm gonna roll a D6 and place him on track number 2. So this one's starting to advance up into the danger zone. So there's those 3 assault cards. Let's get my action counters. Missing on that one was really bad. Sometimes just one miss really can make your day bad. You just expected to hit and it didn't happen, and it can really just ruin your day, frankly. So I'm going to go ahead and move Fort. Takes an action, but it doesn't exhaust him, remember. Man. so I am going to take Slape, and this is tough to do. He's going to turn him over so he can act, and turn both of these guys over so that they can act. And they can take an action now. So I'm actually going to go ahead and flip Khalil over 2d8, one for his 8, and then a second one for Redmond. And I'm going to target, I'm going to target this number 4 submachine gunner. And I got an 8, good. So that gives me a little bit of breathing room there. Milosevic probably could go ahead and fire. Should he? It's pretty early though. I'm going to hold off on that. I'm going to go ahead and fire with McConnell. So McConnell's going to fire at this rifleman. He only gets 1d8, needing a 4. Missed. Damn it. This is so freaking bad. I'm going to go ahead and fire with this guy needing I have an 8-sider needing a 4. Rolled a 7. All right, that's all my actions. Let's go back to the assaults. So we're going to place a rifleman on the 1 track. See, I told you they're just not going to give up on this 1 track. I got to get it under control. And that might end up, well, it's going to end up taking out that booby trap. So the Grenadier moves into the booby trap, blows him up. So we're going to move him, but now that's kind of the last line. It is the last line of defense. Then everybody advances. Submachine gunner, rifleman, and the guy I just drew. Third and final card, we're going to roll a d6, put a rifleman in the brown positions, number 6. So here, then that's all right. We got a fence and we've got some booby traps. So we made it through those. Let's gather up my tokens. All right, so first action, Fort's going to go ahead and deny this equipment. That's rough, man. It's a lot of actions to do this stuff. But it's important because my score is going to be really bad because I've lost so many guys. Those are the choices you got to make. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and do Gaki on Khalil. Then I'm going to use Khalil, 2d8 being inspired by Redmond for the additional d8, and I'm going to shoot for the submachine gun needing a 4. I rolled a 7 and a 1, so that helps. And then, man. I'm going to go ahead and move Redmond over here. Why am I doing that? Because that's going to give Milosevic another die. Maybe that's not wise, but I can always move him back to do a final attack. That's a choice I'm going to have to just probably make. I'm going to go ahead and move Bauk so that he can recover these 3 guys and hopefully help make a stand if they get in trouble. All right, next round. So roll in place a submachine gunner. Rolled a 4 right here. Okay. Place a rifleman, roll in place. Gonna do a 5. Okay, so that's gonna stack up on the barbed wire. That's good that there's no leader there. Then we're gonna place a leader on number 5, and that's gonna push those guys through, so that kind of sucks. So that barbed wire is gonna go away. And this was 5. Right, so he's gonna go up. There, nope. There. Oh, okay, so yeah. Booby trap's gonna take that guy out. And then he's gonna go up, move here, move there. So getting pretty bad there in the middle. We're gonna have to take some shots and kind of clear this up. All right, get my action tokens back. I got 5 actions here. Oh boy. So here we're going to go pop this guy who's going to shoot at that. He only gets a D6, so he needs a 3. Rolled a 4. That helps a lot. I think it's time for Milosevic to go crazy. So he's got 2 ammo. I'm gonna pop one at a time. Redmond's gonna give him a bonus die. I've really got to hit with both these attacks. So I'm gonna go ahead and pop this guy. Got a 7 and a 3. So that defeats him. And then with the second one, I'm going to go ahead and probably attack. I think I'm going to attack this 5 rifleman. And I got an 8 and a 9, so that helps a lot. Okay, that's all my actions this turn. You know what? I didn't move Fort or do anything with Fort, did I? Oh no, I don't have all. I have 3 more actions, Grant. So I'm going to go ahead and move Fort. He's going to deny that equipment next time. What else do I want it to do? Okay, I do want to go ahead and move Redmond so he can benefit next turn. And over here, man, running out of options, aren't I? This is going to get really ugly. Gonna get real ugly. Well, I'm not gonna do that. I don't have any more ammunition. This game's very challenging. So I'm gonna go ahead. Balk is gonna go ahead and exhaust to recover these 3 guys. Anybody in his combat position or adjacent, and Balk has a red, so that's any squad. So that's good. That gives me a couple more defenders for the middle, and that was, I think, a good use of that final action. Back to the assault deck. We're going to place a grenadier on number 1. We're going to place a submachine gunner on number 1. And we're going to place a rifleman on 1 triangle. But that's good because there's a space in between there. Yeah, this is going to get ugly here, I think. For some reason, I haven't done something right. Well, losing those guys that I lost early takes away 3 extra actions, and that's never good. Okay. So I think that was all my actions. So we're going to go back to the assault. We're going to place 1. No, I didn't do a turn. What am I doing? Did I mess something up here? I just drew all those. Place 1, and place 1. So yeah, now I get my actions back. Okay, so I have 5 more actions. I'm going to go ahead and move this guy here. He's going to deny equipment. It's going to be hard, man. Not sure how I'm going to get this accomplished. Only having, man, not good, not good. So I definitely, Krager needs to go. He's a D8. I'm going to try to pick off this grenadier here. Got an 8. Also, I'm going to go ahead and do McConnell with a D8. He's going to try to get that grenadier needing a 4. Got a 4. Wow. Then I'm going to do an assist to go ahead and get Krager back. Okay. That was good, getting rid of 2 there. I think I got rid of 1 over there. Got another piece of equipment, moved a guy. Okay, go back to the assaults. We're going to place a rifleman on number 1. See, they're really coming up on these flanks. We're We're going to place another rifleman on 1. Thank heavens I have that booby trap. And third and final, we're going to place a rifleman to the right flank. I'm going to move all them up. That could be very problematic out there on the right flank. All right, let's go ahead and get my actions back. I hope I didn't screw something up. I feel like I either took another turn or missed a turn. Okay, well, Fort's going to move down in here. He's going to have to because somebody's got to help over here. So he moves, he can't shoot. Dang it. It's not good, man. Francher's going to move over here because I want to get into the benefit of having Redmond, giving him extra dice. That's why I want that. Over here, we're going to get Krager's going to shoot, needing a 3, 1d8. Ugh, that's so bad. Bosch is going to shoot, needing a d8 or needing a 3, 4. Wow. And then I'm going to go ahead and shoot with Jenkins, even though I don't have any, needing a 4. Got it. Ended it strong with a couple of hits, so that was good. All right, assault. We're going to place a leader on 4, which leaders at this point don't matter. Okay, we're going to have to place a rifleman on 1. That rifleman's going to move up. And then a leader on 6. Does that hurt me? Not really. I mean, it's never good, but... All right. Well, I think we have... I have 2 more turns. Oh, this is the... I just have 3 more cards, so I just have 1 more turn. Okay, good. I was thinking Oh, okay. Well, I might survive this. I'm not going to get my victory points. But losing those guys, what was that, in round number 3? That was really devastating. Really devastating just because it makes it hard when you have less guys. So I'm going to do a D8. He's a D8, right? Yeah. Take a D8 shot over here at that 4 rifleman. Missed. That might end up losing me the game right there. No lie. No lie. So we're going to go ahead and do James. He's gonna use his final 1 ammo with D8 from Redmond. And that's 2d8. I'm just going to try to shoot that guy. Got him. That way it won't potentially kill me. All right, I still have 3 actions, but in order to do deny equipment, yeah, and I'm not going to be able to get that deny equipment. I'm also not going to be able to get guys off. I'm not going to have enough guys left. Okay, so really, I feel like I'm going to move this guy, Francher, over here to give him a D8 because I need to next turn. I'm going to go ahead with Redmond. Or actually, here's what I would have done. I would have shot with Francher, D8 plus Redmond's D8 here. And I'm going to go ahead and shoot on this 4. So 2d8, needing a 4 over there for that rifleman. I got it. You see what I did? I changed my mind a little bit. Now I'm going to move Redmond over here. Then I've got 1 action that I really can't do anything with. So let's just go to the final card draw. Place a submachine gunner on 1. I still have a booby trap there. Place a leader on 2. It doesn't hurt me. And the third and final assault card here. Place a rifleman on 1. It's going to push that rifleman into the booby trap, blowing him up. That rifleman's going to move up, the submachine gunner's going to move up, and that rifleman comes there. I have survived. Now I have to decide how I want to, and the truth of the matter is I don't have enough actions. None of these actions are going to help me. To do the withdraw, I need to be up in position 3. Can't get moved up there. I could get one more piece of equipment, but then I'm too short. So you can see I came up about 3 actions short. And interestingly enough, I lost these 3 actions, these guys 2 rounds ago. One of which was an assister. He would have been able to help me in recovering guys, so I might have been but that's challenging to not only survive, but to somehow try to complete these objectives. Very, very challenging. I think you're going to have to get really lucky on your dice rolling a lot. And that just didn't happen. So the condition of the board, I'm gonna survive. I'm just not gonna score very, very well. I have 5 action points. None of these actions are gonna help me any. And I only can really take 1, so I'm not gonna worry about it. I'm gonna say the game is over. So now what we're gonna do, we're gonna go to the end phase. Sorry, I gotta turn a couple pages here to the end of the book. Ending the game on page 24. So like many of these games, there's kind of a level of victory that we're going to go through and we'll talk about. All right, so my morale never dropped to 0, nor did any attacker counter ever breach any of these positions. If you did not reach attack 4, you lose, which I did. The extent of the defeat is determined as follows, so that doesn't count here. If you reached attack period 4 but did not complete the game, you draw. That's not the case here. I reached 4 and I completed the game. Otherwise, the game ends at the end of the last turn of attack period 4 when you complete the defense phase and there are no more attacker cards to draw. That's where we are at. Score. The goal in Lanzerath Ridge is to score as many VP as possible. To determine your score, do the following. Score points equal to the value on the morale track. I'm at a 2. That gives me 2 victory points. Score points equal to the value on the intelligence, or the value on the intelligence track. I have a 1. 2 plus 1 is 3. Now you'll remember I rolled twice and never got a 6, so I could have had 2 more victory points, but I didn't get them. Part of that cause was that was damaged and it was harder to get. That's what's going to happen in the game more often than not. So I'm sitting at 3 victory points. Score 2 points if you completed the make contact objective. This is the one where I had to withdraw 2 troops from position 3, and I couldn't get that accomplished. 3 points if I denied equipment. Well, I got 3 pieces of denied equipment here, but I didn't get this machine gun, or this machine gun. Had I had those other 3 guys surviving, I might have been able to get that one. Not sure how I would get the other one, though. So, my total is 3 points. So let's go here on the table. I get a bronze star. Minor victory. Yay! So I didn't lose or I didn't draw. I got a minor victory. So my guys bravely held out. I survived Lanzerath Ridge. And these guys will live mostly to fight another day. Well, thank you for watching. I hope this was informative about the way the game plays. I hope that it was interesting. I hope that my commentary was good and useful. I know that I probably made a mistake or 2. The thing I struggle with these games, when I'm shooting and worrying about video, I've got messages going off, I've got people walking around through the room, I sometimes get distracted. So I might have made a mistake here and there, but I think overall, I did all the rules, I think, correctly. If I did something incorrectly, I probably did it to the more difficult side. So for instance, I'd like some clarification on when these fence tokens come off with a leader on the track, because I just don't think it's clear. The way it's written, I just don't think it's clear. The other thing I would have a question about, and I need to just ask David directly, is disengaging a weapon. It's a minor action, and I think you still have to place an action token. But that seems awful oppressive to have to move in there in one round, the next round disengage it, wait till the next round to move it. So literally 3 rounds to move that machine gun. That's a lot. The other thing that I think from a strategy standpoint, I would, obviously you can see I had no chance of really scoring well. Had I made those 2 intelligence rolls, I would have got 2 more victory points. Had I not lost those 3 guys, I would have got 3 more victory points for a total of 9. 9 victory points still puts you in that minor victory category. It's 1 to 9. The only way to get above and beyond that is to complete these other make contact and deny equipment objectives. Man, I'm telling you, that's hard. I'm just not sure how it's going to get done. And maybe someone can show me how and play through it and video document it, and I'll say I was wrong, but man, that's going to be really challenging. Overall, love this game. I think after some more plays, once I understand more of the strategy, I think this one might move into my number 1 position in the Valiant Defense series. I still love Pavlov's House. I really like Soldiers and Postmen's Uniforms. But this one's cool. I love how the streamlined recover mechanics have gone. I love the sprinkling in of the different objectives. And the thing we didn't even talk about were the tactics cards. There are about 15 or 20 tactics cards that just make this game harder. And I always like to try those, but frankly, I almost always end up losing with them. And, you know, it just happens. Now, there's also a variant where you can add in a couple more defenders from B Squad. You can play a variant, and you can add in these guys. So you get another 3 guys in B Squad, an additional machine gunner, and then 2 guys. And these all have very good Valor ratings. So they're not going to be distracted or disrupted by machine guns and mortars very often. They also would come with this additional machine gun and another full complement of, I think it's 6 ammo. So you could potentially put another machine gun here and really bolster your defenses. But that's a variant. So you can try that. Just probably makes the game a little easier. But frankly, I love this game. Very good game. Beautiful, quick playing, as I played it over basically 3 hours. This is a longer game. I think it's more like 90 minutes to 2 hours to do the full 4 turns. So good luck with it. I hope you enjoyed the playthrough series. Please share this with your friends and other gamers, because I think I can help others out to understand better how the game works. And let me know what your thoughts are in the comments. I appreciate you watching. Thanks for following along and all the support that you give both Alexander and I. And I've been Grant from the Player's Aid.